Welcome to episode 200, the final ever episode of TrustyHogs. I'm Catherine Bohart, she's Helen Bauer,
Hi.
and this has been the podcast where we have discussed our perfect lives and answered as many of your problems as we could humanly do. That's not true. We could have done more, but we did our best. As you know, we're ramblers.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
Helen, how you feeling?
Prepared a poem.
You prepared a poem.
I've prepared a poem.
Well,
I'm so sorry. I really need to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze over your poem.
Andrew.
why are you sneezing, Andrew? Do you suddenly have
Hay
fever?
Episode 200. Andrew just admitted in the extras that he thinks hay fever was man-made and that we do suffer, but only because of Big Pharma.
Yeah.
It was a mad concession. It's like he had to acknowledge it exists, but couldn't possibly just accept that two women might be right.
This was not the episode 200 I was expecting.
Sorry,
no.
read
Wait,
your poem.
Do you still need to sneeze?
It's gone now. Yeah.
Good.
Do you want a Lilo and Stitch tissue?
No, I'm okay. Where,
You sure?
Have you got Lilo and Stitch tissues?
Someone saw them in Asda and gave them to me.
That's
That scans.
adorable.
No, I'm ready for your poem. I won't
Okay.
sneeze.
I read this. I've read this at a funeral once before, when Pancake died, and now I read it to all of you.
We're not dying.
In many ways, we are. Stop All the Clocks by W.H. Auden. Stop all the clocks. Cut off the telephone. Prevent. Catherine, please don't laugh. Prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone. Silence the pianos and with muffled drum. Bring out the coffin. Let the mourners come. Let aeroplanes circle moaning overhead, scribbling on the sky the message, he is dead. Put crepe bows round the white necks of public doves. Let the traffic policemen wear black cotton gloves. He was my north, my
Who was?
south, my east and west, my working
Who
week
was?
and Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. The stars are not wanted now. Put out every one. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun. Pour away the
It's
ocean
long, isn't it?
and sweep up the wood.
Mm.
For nothing now can ever come to any good. And that is that's just something I wanted to read to the listeners.
I thought you were going to say, and that is something I wrote.
And that's something
pen for the occasion.
that's something that me and W.H. Auden have been working on for episode 200.
For this very special occasion.
It's our last
That's so
episode and I
nice.
wanted to read a poem.
It's
now.
our last episode.
It's weird, huh?
It is weird, but it's nice.
It's
We did
weird
it.
and that's also what's strange. It also, it's like, oh my God, I've been looking. Yeah.
You didn't finish
Just
it.
been looking across the table at you for so long. It's weird.
My hair used to be straight. Remember?
I really loved making this with you
Me
so
too.
much.
Remember when my hair was straight at the
I
start?
remember.
And you were wearing this top on the first day?
I know.
So
I
nice.
found it this morning because I was like, I wanna full circle it.
That's so nice. I don't know what I was wearing on the first day. I should have checked.
You're wearing a dress.
That tracks. But now I have tracksuits and curly hair.
Crazy.
Wow.
My hair's still blonde.
Yeah.
I haven't changed much.
You have.
Maybe mentally.
You've done a lot of therapy.
I did so much therapy.
So much. Be mad if you hadn't changed.
I'd be sad
You should get a
financially.
refund. Yeah,
It'd
yeah,
be
yeah,
really
yeah.
sad.
That'd be tough. You'd have been like, hey, so is there like a discount code for the people who are still coming?
I do feel like therapy is coming to a close with me.
Oh,
I keep
really?
thinking at the end of each session, she's going to be like, okay, Chuck, you're done. Fixed.
Why would she do that?
To make room for the next mentally ill person in the southeast of London.
That's so funny that you think it's like a one in, one out. Do you not think that she'd just be like, wicked, we can, why would you turn away a paying client?
Because it's time for the next person to get to a nice relationship with themselves.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've never
Maybe.
been
I
I've never
don't
been
actually
broken
think
up with
about
by
that.
a therapist.
Right?
But I understand some people do they do send them on their way. But
Of course people get broken up. Therapists retire. Yeah. And therapists go like, oh no, I don't think I'm the right one for you.
Yeah.
Definitely had friends say that.
okay,
Therapists
so
have been like,
what does it mean that she hasn't done that?
there's still something very wrong with me. There's still something wrong with my brain. But this has been one of the right things of my brain.
That's nice.
This is something that I use, like TrustyHogs as a whole, as an example of something where I was like, I don't know if we should do this, do a podcast. Do you remember? Because I was like, I was still doing one from Rosie Jones. And I was like, I don't know, like, if I want to do another podcast or like, you know, and then it's been life-changing.
And now you love to pod.
Now I fucking love it.
You love to pod. In fact, if you're already feeling sentimental or emotional or like there's going to be a chasm in your hearts, don't worry, because at the end you'll hear about Helen's new podcast.
Helen's new podcast.
Ready to step into the void. So do not panic, and nor should you.
And also you can obviously listen to Catherine Bohart's radio show and go watch it getting recorded as well. You might be able to catch the last two.
It's now called Too Long Didn't Read. Did I tell you this?
Because the old people didn't know.
Because let's be honest, the listenership of Radio 4 weren't quite getting TLDR. So that's exciting.
But radio
Too Long Didn't Read is now too long, but you gotta read it.
I think it's going to be...
That can't be a clip because the BBC probably wouldn't appreciate me slagging it off, but it's quite funny that their listenership's that old.
I think Radio 4 is coming back in.
I love radio. I love doing
I
radio.
am getting into the
amazing
radio.
stuff on Radio
I fucking
4.
love Radio 4 and I love doing that show so much. So whatever it takes.
The BBC Sounds app has stepped up in a big
Has
way.
it?
Big way.
I don't have it, but I fucking love
Because I
doing
get it
Radio
to listen
4.
to Icklewick.
Oh.
And
fun.
radio... what's it called? Sunil's Bagging an Heiress and everything.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah.
realise
So
that all
good.
your friends have amazing shows on that.
Yeah, it's great.
And you're
it's
like,
great.
oh, I know this through clips. But I haven't listened to it.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out the BBC. There we go. I've said it. Shout out the BBC. Shout out Lord Reef.
Yeah,
Thank you for
I'll
making
bet
it, you
they
conservative
are,
fuck.
I'll bet they were waiting on that endorsement and now they have it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. Andrew
Yes.
will be the making of the public broadcaster. Got any problems for us?
Yes. So I've got.
And more importantly, got any updates? Because I love updates.
I have a perfect email to lead us into the goodbye, perhaps. So I will save that for down the line.
Okay.
Um,
You tease?
I just went back to look at the Alison Spittle episode 1 on our YouTube just to see, what was happening. There are 2 pieces of set decoration that are still in this room.
Whoa.
It's the Material Girl.
Yep, and
The candle.
yes,
Yes.
perfect, absolutely smashed
We
it.
did
The Dolly
it.
Parton candle.
Yes.
I think Chris Beck gave that to me for my birthday. The boy who I was in love with at school, who we've had so much about over the years.
No way.
In year 8. I think he gave that to me for like my 26th birthday. He was like, oh my God, I want to give you this Dolly Parton candle. And I was like, are you sure you're gay? Are you sure? And this Material Girl print.
Yeah.
Oh
Which
my
do you
goodness.
remember what happened in the first episode?
It fell off the wall
Fell off the
several
wall and hit
times.
Alison Spittle on the head. Yeah, she's had a terrible time on our podcast over the years.
She
Fuck,
got
it's lucky she made it out alive
nearly
last week.
died, got hit on the head, emotional breakdowns. Like, we have not been good. She vomited one episode.
Jeez.
Wait,
Wow.
We
Maybe
should
it's
do-
good that
we
this
should
tyranny
take her
is
for a nice
ending
dinner,
for her.
huh?
She must be so
Yeah.
relieved this thing is done. The threat can stop persisting. That's
has
okay.
she been our most frequent guest?
I think Chloe Pet's probably.
yeah,
pitched
Pet's
the
also
most.
Spittle,
Checks
huh?
out. That
Yeah,
checks out. Okay. Tell us what else, Andrew.
The top comment on the that very first episode 1 is, I haven't been here very long, but I'm glad to see the show has always been unhinged.
Wait, I
Correct.
forgot about the comments on. Are people commenting now on like the first couple of episodes?
Yeah, people going back and listening, and then so very occasionally I'll get a notification, and it'll be like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear about Pancake," and I'm like, "Oh."
That breaks my heart.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's
That breaks
tough.
my
That's
heart.
tough. That is tough to hear.
Yeah.
Oof. But again, I'm like, who thinks they live that long?
Well, Pancake was supposed to live forever.
And Pancake does live forever
He does.
in the hearts
She
and
does.
minds of
In all of our
They
hearts
do.
and minds.
Yeah.
What happened to the snails?
Oh yeah, that was that whole saga.
There's a question. Hey,
Yeah.
there's a question.
A really good question that actually I've never had a straight answer to. Wait,
What?
should we find out? You know what?
Yes.
Actually, I would love to know, and I think she does owe an explanation.
There's
to
a
people.
plot hole for me. Whatever happened to the snail?
Wait, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I've heard I gave them away. they ran away to the garden. I forgot them somewhere. I think I've heard all 3 of those.
Did she eat them?
I don't think she ate them. What do you think? All Bauer women are just running around eating stuff? Actually, yeah, in all fairness, she eats a lot of weird
you can
stuff.
eat snails.
Yeah, but you can't
Is she not
eat.
answering you? She
I know, that's a
fucking-
bit harsh. Given that she just called me like... Here we are. Marianne?
Are you still emotional?
No. Yeah, a little bit, because it's still the last episode of the podcast, and that makes me feel very emotional.
Can you get some zoo tickets?
Not now. We'll talk about zoo tickets later. I have a serious question to ask you.
Is she asking that because we got her zoo tickets?
Yes, sweetheart.
Do you remember what happened to the 4 snails me and Ted got you?
Yes.
Can you tell me honestly what you did to them?
My friend took them, and now I don't know where they are.
Which friend?
Sandra.
Okay. And you don't know where they are now?
Well, she said they stopped. They didn't come out their shallow in winter.
Right. Yeah.
Do we think they're dead?
Do we think... we
And now she won't tell me where they are.
Okay. Okay. Should we leave it there then?
Yeah, well, you can ask her.
I'm not going to ask her. I'm scared of her. She pinched Sunil so hard.
Who's Sandra?
Well, maybe she was annoyed at him.
She was, in all fairness.
Good point. Solid point, to be fair.
Okay.
Oh, you look really red. Am I going to see you tomorrow?
Marianne, I'm clearly... no, I can't see you tomorrow.
Why not?
Because I'm...
It might be the last day I see you.
Stop saying I'm going to die.
I didn't say you're going to die. I said it might be.
Yeah, that makes me feel like I'm going to die.
You should have someone with you when they put you to sleep.
Yes, I
because
have.
Sometimes they do practices.
You've got to stop telling me that the junior doctors do not practice on people.
They do.
Stop watching BBC News at 10 with Dad.
Can you ask for zoo tickets?
I mean, why not? Does anyone have zoo tickets for Marianne?
Yeah, she has this theory that they're constantly getting fed ice lollies at the moment at London Zoo, and she needs...
I've seen the video.
Okay, well,
Those videos are from 2021, you fucking moron.
hey, now,
we
no
don't
fighting.
know. We
Hang
don't know
up.
if they're getting ice
Hey.
lollies all the time.
Helen, no more fighting with your sister. Hang up, and we'll let you know, Marianne, what anybody says if they have any zoo tickets, my darling.
Love you. We'll let you know. Bye. I've told her she is not allowed to ask the audience for anything.
They are having ice. The tigers
Look
are
at the
having
date. Look at the
ice
date.
lollies. This is from 9 weeks ago.
9 weeks ago.
They're making
She's trying to
blood
come-
ice lollies for the tigers.
That's cute, actually.
I think the girl has a point. And also, like, you say that she's not allowed to ask them for anything, but we ask them for something I guess she's not on the podcast,
She's
but
already...
she's a reoccurring
There
character.
is a very sweet
She gave us
person
pancake.
who has given her like 6 zoo tickets over the years.
Listen, she's chancing her arm. She knows we're on our way out.
Can you get zoo tickets?
It's
Helen!
it's the last kick of a dying corpse. Why not? Pretty tough that she said you might die in the operation. I'm sorry.
She said that
keeps
a
saying
lot
that.
of times. She always says like might be the last chance to, and it's like stop
No.
enjoying it. And she really thinks the junior doctors practice on bodies. Don't. That gives me anxiety.
But if they did, they'd be supervised. It's not like they're not like going there and wing it.
Yeah, but why are they can't, not if you're having surgery, they can't practice on you for an hour or whatever, can they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It seems like they would practice on bodies.
So, to answer your question, Catherine, the snails are dead.
Dead.
Sounds
Did
like
we
they're
ever get
dead.
that attached to them? Because Helen, she never liked. She loved Curry and Donkey. She didn't like Gollum
Forgot
that
the
much.
names.
I forgot the names
Curry,
too.
Donkey, Helen, and Gollum were
Yeah.
the names of the 4 snails.
Look, I think I just wanted to know, like, as a plot point, what happened
So the snails have died.
is what we're gonna.
And we can't mourn them because we've got to say goodbye to Trusty Hogs today. We cannot say, you know what,
It's
let's
too
just
much
quickly
loss.
do it. Rest in peace to Curry, Donkey, Gollum, and baby Helen, who quite frankly never stood a chance. Marianne never liked Snail Helen. And also, don't call one
Yeah.
of your snails Helen.
Yeah.
It's bad sister moves.
It's
Okay.
not great all around, but listen, I'm glad that we've acknowledged
I can
that
see
they've died.
Sophia trying to figure out the snails. What is the question?
Were
My
they just
brother was
garden
supposed to be getting
snails?
giant African land snails, but I think he lied to me. I think I gave him 20 quid for each of them, and I think he gave me 4 garden snails because they never grew. And yeah, that does feel bad. That does feel bad. And yes, I had to travel up to East London to get them from his warehouse to take them down to my sister's
my
flat.
God.
And yes, I had to travel with them.
Oh my god.
And that was on one of the hottest days of the years a couple of years ago.
Oh, so in many ways you might
So
have
I
killed
was
them.
like £80 out of pocket to give someone 4 garden snails, and then she turned around and went, I'm calling that one Helen.
And they will be dead soon.
Yeah, and then I have to go home and go, another brilliant day being a good sister. Fuck my life!
Christ.
Fuck it!
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, well, listen, I just think I reckon stick with the therapy for a little while. You know what I mean? I reckon a little bit more. Why
I
not?
reckon
Why
I'm
not?
going to need more therapy when this ends, because
Yeah.
I really, both of us, treat this, and I'll say it, the extras particularly, as a therapy
You're
session.
not wrong. You're not wrong. We're gonna have to get some professionals involved.
But for now, we're going to pretend we're professionals.
And for now, we're gonna answer a goddamn problem. Andrew, hit us.
This is from E.
Hi,
Hi,
E.
E.
Dear Hogs, long time listener, first time writer here. I have a problem that I feel is equal parts Helen and Catherine
Ooh.
with a dash of Andrew.
Oh my God. Okay, can I guess what it is?
Sure, yeah, why not wild, but sure.
It's a
Yeah, sure, we're
parking
guessing.
ticket outside of a Pilates place where the woman who teaches Pilates is an expert in Irish history.
Wait,
so
where
which
are
one was
you?
I'm not where I'm here. And weirdly, she's deciding whether the parking ticket is something she needs to deal with, or should she go for a job interview instead at Shrek World.
You forgot about you at the start, didn't you? And then
I did.
yeah. All right.
And,
Double- double
and the
dipped on
improv
Catherine.
went bad.
It's okay.
The improv went
It's
bad.
fun if you just like slow down. No one can even tell that you're definitely still thinking of the next bit.
That's awful, Catherine. That's awful. Don't worry, because if you slow down.
That is what you did.
I know.
Ready, Andrew?
Yeah. Yes, and
Okay, I didn't audition for the English SNL. Surprise!
Did you do one?
No, I didn't audition. Could you imagine?
No, neither did I.
Zing, 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 zing.
And to that I say,
Sometimes you have to look at yourself in the mirror as a comedian and go, Helen, if you are live, it should not be recorded.
yeah, I had to have a word with myself similar to that as well, which is
I
like,
can be live on stage when it's not recorded, and I can be recorded when it's going to be edited by a sweet Andrew or an M later.
this is going out live.
oh,
It's
how?
a special for our
No,
200th
behave yourself.
broadcast.
Could you imagine?
I couldn't. That would take a lot of admin. No way.
Oh,
Come on, Andrew, tell us.
So E says, I'm a 35-year-old woman who has just realised I'm a big bisexual.
Slay.
Big old bisexual. Not that it makes much difference, but
Well, I'm glad you got rid of the old, because 35 is not old.
I know it's all OL. Big ol'. Big
Still
Still
ol'.
no.
Okay.
No?
No, don't
Interesting.
even like to hint at it.
I like it because it makes me think of old El Paso, and I love those enchilada kits.
Nice.
Nice, yeah, to be fair, me too. Such a good grouped ins. Okay.
Isn't it, though?
just that people pleaser. Everyone likes it.
And everyone's like, oh, you get the old El Paso box. It's like, yeah, all the time.
Hey.
For everything.
Okay, I haven't bought it in about a decade, but I remember it being a great time.
For everything.
For everything. For any occasion.
Births, funerals, what's the question?
The thing is, I am very happily married to a lovely man. At the same time, I feel this part of my identity emerging that is mad attracted to women. There is a part of me that desperately wants to experience sex and love with a woman, but I also
Sorry, did you get so repulsed by the thought of having sex with a woman that you sort of burped, Andrew?
That is the best thing.
Sorry, Andrew, what? Did you just burp out of disgust?
Oh, are you embarrassed? I'm sorry. Are you embarrassed?
I was thinking if I got to the end of that sentence, one of you could jump in and I could hiccup off mic, but
We're saying hiccup, that's what that was?
Yes, yeah,
Are
sorry.
we?
I could retch off mic. Yeah, sorry.
I, honestly, as someone who's currently a bile expert, that was bile. That was bile rising in
It
your
was
body.
grim. What it was grim.
So they're very desperate to experience a woman, and
E wants to have sex with a woman.
yes,
And is
and I'm fine with that.
yeah. This is actually honestly fine. You got
You
us.
know what?
This
I'm fine with it too then.
Fine, you got us. That's why we're ending the podcast, is because Andrew's turned homophobic. Okay, go on.
But I also still really fancy my husband of 5 years and have great sex with him and value our monogamous
brag.
relationship. A bisexual friend says I should read The Ethical Slut and explore non-monogamy, but that sounds hella scary. My therapist has suggested that being part of a queer community may help me, but I'm bad at sport and scared of people. How can I find my queer community? If I never sleep with a woman, will I always be a little bit sad? Please send help. E.
Me? Me first? Me first?
If you'd like to.
Yes. Okay. Obviously I'm not married, but yeah, part of me does feel like I'd love to experience sex with a woman. Like that's something I would be interested in experiencing, but it's also like I don't want to tick it off like a list sort of a thing, but I'm also not married. What's the ethical...
What did you think the question was?
Sorry, what's
Is it, because it's not, does Helen want to fuck a woman?
Wait. Are they asking to fuck me?
I don't
We have
think
had DMs
so.
like that, but no, I think this E is
Have you had DMs asking to sleep with me and Catherine?
let's get into that certainly the undertone of a few DMs. Yes,
It's you, because I'm not single. People are messaging to...
Yeah,
sex
you're not
with you.
single. I want to.
we get loads of comments being like, Catherine's hella sexy here.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Go on.
I think you're gorgeous. Because you're gorgeous.
Thoughts on E's problem?
Wait, can you just quickly tell me what's the ethical slut? I know what ethical non-monogamy is. Is it a book about
The ethical
E&M?
slut is about E&M.
Okay,
right?
it's about E&M.
Yes, it's often called the Poly Bible
Yeah.
by Janet
The
Hardy and
Poly
Dossie
Bible.
Easton. And according to this post in r-polyamory on Reddit, it is slightly problematic and dated, but some people think it's still good. So, you know, we're not saying necessarily fully endorsing it. There's different opinions.
Look, I think if you want to explore your sexuality, you can explore it, and you've got, sounds like a wonderful, wonderful partner who you will be able to discuss these things with, and you can figure out your boundaries. It's just, I think that's the discussion that's had between the two of you. You figure out your boundaries, and then do not push them, do not cross them. And if you want to push them and cross them, then that is another discussion to be had before they are pushed and crossed, right? Because it sounds like you do want to explore your sexuality, and it sounds like you wouldn't ask, will I be sad if I never have sex with a woman, if you don't think that you would be sad if you didn't have sex with a woman. But it sounds like you have a partner who deserves to have that be a conversation as well. So once you set those boundaries, don't cross them until the conversation has been rehad. And if you're struggling, this is me like taking everything I've learned from Catherine over the years. If you're struggling to have that conversation, the two of you, then there's people who are experts in this, and you can have a session with them. There's like counselors and stuff, to like about open marriages that are specific for it. And then you can, I know friends who've done like boundary setting meetings with people.
Yeah.
And sort of someone who can guide that conversation without, well, there's obviously emotion, but yeah. Is that right?
I'm not the arbiter of right or wrong. That's a great answer.
Yeah. I'll also say that opening is not like, it's not like, oh God, I can't close this door again. You can reestablish and change your boundaries all the time. So if you open it to try things out a little bit, and then you want to go back to your monogamy, that is also perfectly fine.
How do you start, do you reckon? Just like wanking to tits?
Well, oh, interesting.
Gosh.
I get
Yeah,
the
I don't think
sense-
Andrew's the expert on how you start
yeah.
fucking women.
No, but like,
If I may.
you'd start with just like certain porn searches, huh?
I think they've already gone past that.
Could
I'll
I
be honest.
You
proffer an
reckon?
answer?
Please.
I think there's a world where you read about non-monogamy, and then if it is still of interest to you, you bring it to your husband. And the nice thing about you and your husband is that it sounds like you have a really nice relationship, which means you're coming from a place of not needing to fix something or trying to fix something with a extra person. Also where you are having sex, so he won't feel like it's some sort of like criticism or challenge to him, maybe. But there's also a world in which you bring it to your husband and you deeply hurt his feelings, because he might hear it as not being enough for you, or he might just also really only want monogamy, in which case you essentially tell him that that's not enough for you, or you bring it to your husband and you have to be okay with him saying no, and then you also have to be okay with him knowing that you asked and what that might imply for him for at least some time. I think if you find your queer community, that's interesting that their therapist said finding the queer community might help. From my experience, this is 100% anecdotal, but also 100% happens 100% of the time. If you find your queer community, you will sleep with a woman. And probably that will end your relationship.
Yeah. Unless
I'm
you
only-
do the pre-bedding.
Unless you do some pre-bedding.
That happened with Carol and Friends, huh?
I
In the
just
first
think
season.
it's so unlikely that you would go join a queer community, have flirtation with women, have interactions with queer women, and that would sate your need for sex and love with women, as opposed to make it A, more accessible, B, more real, and C, more likely. That just doesn't seem logical to me. So do with that what you will. I wonder if there's a third way to go here, which seems like for me the only option where you get to both have sex with women and, well, not the only option, an option where you both get to have sex with women and you also keep your marriage in the like very like hyper sex loving state that it is, which is that potentially you both date someone together. So rather than like open it, you add to it. And obviously that does involve opening it, but you know what I mean? Like, rather than it being like that you go off and both have sex with separate people, that you decide that it's something that you're going to do together. That might limit the kind of person that you get to date. It also might limit how far that relationship can go, or how easy it is to find a person. But that is still an option. I think Helen's right. I don't think you're asking the question, will I be sad forever if I don't have sex with a woman? Now look, the best of all worlds here is you go to your husband, I need to explore this side of myself. And then he says, go off, do it. But like the much more likely scenario is he says like, okay, then I'm going to do that. And then you are, ultimately if you're both sleeping with people and you want love with a woman, not just sex with a woman, that there's a world in which that, because like the premise of non-monogamy and polyamory is a good one, right? This idea that like you could have love for more than one person and that we aren't like singular in our capacity to give affection or love to people. However, there is like, you are also introducing more risk.
Mm-hmm.
That those dynamics, the new dynamic won't work in the way that the current dynamic does.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just, yeah,
So
another
it's just so many more
complex human is
bits
going
to remember.
complicate things.
Like different
Yeah.
birthdays and things, isn't it?
Yes, of course. The admin-wise, God, yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
definitely
Google
won't need. You
Calendar.
won't need a hobby or like a community if you open your relationship, because you
Like
will.
who do
you'll
you
be
spend
busy.
Christmas with, and like who do you call last when you go to bed at night and stuff?
And if the thought of losing your husband, or the thought of it changing your dynamic, or the feeling of all of this makes you go like, oh, actually, I don't want to do that, then don't.
Mm-hmm.
And if it awakens in you a surety that you'll put it off for a while, but it ultimately is going to happen, then that would also track with everyone I've ever met who's had this dilemma.
Does that always happen? They always like they explore a queer community and then they end up like falling in love with a woman.
I'm going purely off my anecdotal.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Yeah,
Zofia? Yes.
I get women are fit. I get
yes.
it. Like yeah,
But also it's like there's a newness bias as well, right? Like, which I think is unfair. Is like if you think that this thing has been repressed, you've discovered it about yourself, you feel like it's off limits, all of that makes it hyper sexy. There's a newness bias, and also like
it's like the new girl at school sort of a thing.
but also like
Of course she's cool. She's got a
like,
different pencil case.
yeah, and also it's like access to a part of yourself that you didn't know you had access to, and like
That's true.
I don't. And also like relationships with women are often different to relationships with men. Sometimes obviously interpersonally every relationship is different, but it just all like has a different, I don't know.
Can you come to our live show and tell us if you fucked yet?
I really would love.
Sorry, excuse me. Could you come to our live show and tell us if you smashed yet?
But it'd be so sick if you and your husband want to do that, and then you happen to find a woman who's into you both. That'd be wicked.
At TrustyHogs Live.
At TrustyHogs,
This
Live.
is
We
a
could
good
bring
time to
you on
plug TrustyHogs Live,
stage.
actually.
Is it a good time to plug it now?
Well, because this is our final like TrustyHogs episode.
Stop saying that.
I'm sorry. It is, but there is technically an epilogue. There is the TrustyHogs Live at the Clapham Grand, which I don't know when we're recording this. It's still not announced that TrustyHogs is finishing, so it may be all fully sold out now. But if it's not, please do come join us for that big kind of party goodbye.
You think it's fully sold out now? Surely there's loads of tickets left.
Well, I don't know. There could be a massive sort of rush of people.
Oh,
wanting
because
to,
I hope so.
It's so weird knowing that we are recording the last episode and they don't even they don't find out until episode 196, which is next week.
I know.
Andrew said earlier, I think you were on the toilet. Sorry. I don't know why I said it like that.
We all know why you said it like that. I was in the loo, yes. The thing is, I don't even think I was in the loo for what you're about to say, but go on.
You're really enjoying yourself.
Thank you, Ron. Sorry. Thank you, Ron.
But wait, what did Andrew say earlier?
I'm so sorry. You were in the toilet. And Andrew, were you not here when Andrew said, what was it you said?
We were all waiting
When
to
Catherine
find
was in
out.
the toilet. Oh, yes, sorry.
It was something like about
it's like,
how we're recording the last episode, but we don't so
Do you want me to jump in?
we've got
Sorry.
no
Please,
response
Andrew.
to episode 196.
It's like we're bracing for a car crash, but by the time people well, an impact, like
the
an
news
impact,
is
like a
coming out
big-
next Thursday that
like a
Trusty
big
Hogs is
moment,
ending.
But we've already walked away from the thing. We've already walked away from the. I don't want to say crime scene. It gets worse.
So when
but
people respond,
No, I got you. I was just, the car crash analogy was so
well,
intense.
I'm just like bracing for an impact. Like I think we all feel it in our bodies. Like, oh god, they're all going to find out it's ending.
I feel like it's more like we've released like one of those little balloons into the sky, and everyone else is going to look up and see it in a minute, rather than like a car crash. It's more like,
okay, I like Catherine's better. I'm sorry.
Is that
Andrew.
okay? If
Because
we
I
just,
really liked yours earlier, but now I really don't.
Okay.
Catherine came up with that on toilet,
I did. I had time to think of it.
and that were beautiful, Catherine.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Gorgeous.
everything you do.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's just going to look up and be like, oh, see you guys.
Yeah, and I'm still so glad we did the last 4 weeks to be like, oh, just so you know, it's ending, but.
And
We're
again, I do just want to stress, like, I really love, and I hope that people will miss it, because otherwise, like, what the hell are we doing? But I also think, like, people will understand the podcast end, and that, like,
For sure.
they can come and see us live, and that no one's dying.
But we're not going to be all together again. It's like when Beth dies. The podcast is Beth in Little Women.
In which case, people knew she was going to die the whole time.
And then.
She's the,
They did.
the sickly one playing the piano.
They did, right? That was foreshadowed.
Yeah.
I've learned that word
we
recently.
will all be together again.
At the
Yeah.
October show. October?
Yeah. October, yes,
not
October 12th.
in this, not in.
We just won't be
Why am
Trusty
I trying
Hogs
to make
together
this
again.
emotional? I'm actually forcing it to be emotional at this point.
It
It's
is
just We're
emotional.
not going to
It
be.
is.
We're not going to all the sisters together again.
That's
We'll never
true.
all be together. The sisters.
I mean, we're going to have a dinner.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a dinner, of course. But like,
You mean the Hoggies?
not with like they're gonna.
But we're not going to record it and
People
put
are
it
gonna
out.
make. We're gonna get messages. I'm assuming.
Imagine
going-
if there's absolutely no reaction at
Now
all.
I feel like such an idiot. But I am assuming.
If the Hogs remain unmoved by the end.
I feel like we're gonna get some very sweet messages, and I'm gonna. Normally we'd come on the podcast and respond to them, but we can't because by the time we get those messages, we've, well, quite frankly, packed up everything.
I know it is weird. I don't want
Who's
though
getting
for
this?
anyone listening to
Who's getting-
feel
who's getting
you
this?
can
Obviously,
have that.
all
Can I?
tat is going to you, Helen.
Yeah, you can have all of the tat. Yeah.
Can I have
Thank
this on my
you.
balcony?
You can have whatever you like.
I
my
want
darling.
to give a couple of things away maybe at Trusty Hogs Live.
That could be fun.
I think there's a couple
That's
of
a great
things where I'm
idea.
like,
That's a really good idea to give away some of the set.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
That's so fun.
And
Maybe-
obviously do not message people who gave them to us. Don't be like Sophie Hagen, they gave away a gift.
But maybe we could have a raffle for AKT or someone.
Yeah.
That sounds nice, actually. I like that.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's a really nice idea. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
raffle
Big
off some of the set for
I
our
want
cool
some of the
charity.
tat, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
of
no, no.
course.
There's,
Well,
you could
just
buy
to
a
be
raffle
clear, there's
ticket.
some stuff here that's
Let's
very
keep-
meaningful to us and
yeah,
lots of
let's
gifts that
keep
we will
some of my
treasure.
things.
Yeah, but I'd rather the Hogs had it than anybody else.
Yeah, 100%.
What the fuck am I then?
No, you.
What am I doing? Just sitting on toilet, sitting on toilet with no gifts. No, I need something to remember it.
And
by.
you can have it, but then maybe we could also raffle some off, and that would be quite nice.
And again, is it quite poetic? Yeah, of course I want to give some stuff away, but I would love to. I'm gonna leave today with the candle and the frame that I came in with on the first day.
That's fair. That's so.
That's amazing.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's so fair. Good. For
Wearing
you,
the
Fran.
same top
Will you put them
Yeah.
in your new house?
with the same nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. What I don't want though, just because the podcast is ending, is for anyone to feel like they can't or shouldn't or couldn't bring, like, to our shows Toblerones or Tony's Chocolate Only or champagne or anything. Like, I don't want you to feel.
Please do. And Helen
I
will
just don't
have
want
her
you to feel
gallbladder
that
out
you
by now.
can't. I won't be.
Please remember, I'll be having my gallbladder out by then.
Okay, but I won't be offended by Toblerones. That's all I wanted to say. Is like, personally, would I be offended if you showed up with the hazelnut Toblerone or the hazelnut Tony's Chocolate Only or a regular Toblerone or fizz of any kind? Would I be mad? No.
I want to say I wouldn't be mad, but I feel just on behalf of my sister, I would like to say we are looking for London Zoo tickets. the Bower girls are looking for London Zoo
We're
tickets.
so outrageous to be asking you for
Because
more.
we would like to watch the tigers
Spoiled brats.
be fed on ice lolly.
Spoiled brats.
And her sister is not willing to pay £50 for
We
the
are-
off chance she gets to see a tiger eat an ice lolly live.
We are going to have to get used to just being like regular comics who don't get gifts every time we show up.
Oh, I've spoken to Marianne about this, but like, no, I haven't spoken to you about it.
About which?
Just being like, you've got to say goodbye to the gifts.
Yeah, we've got to
Like,
get
you
used
can't,
to it.
like, she was like, oh, I want Gus from Cinderella, a top with Gus from Cinderella on it, 'cause she got the Ratatouille pajamas. And I was like, that was a
rodent
one.
pajamas are
Yeah.
gone.
Like, you have
It's
to.
a one-off.
You have to say goodbye to that. Like, I will do my best, but we no longer have a team of people
No, it's true. I'm going to
1,000
have
strong team.
who are
yeah, it's
working for
crazy.
you, Marianne.
Yeah.
Also, on gift reminiscing and the London Zoo, actually, I just remembered and found that their lovely name, Matt, who gifted us the
Rema gifting?
Rema gifting. This was our Rema gifting section.
Yes.
Matt, who gifted us the London Zoo tickets.
Yeah.
And just what a lovely day that was. And if you've not seen it, it's on our Patreon, our
It
whole
is.
London Zoo vlog.
Thanks,
Oh,
Matt. Thank you for all of the tickets.
We're
It
never
wasn't
going to
just
get
those.
Whittakers ever again.
We will.
Oh,
Oh,
I
also-
actually really see where Marianne's coming from now.
I would have announced this.
Oh, we cannot. Oh, no.
No, it's fine. I'll find a way.
I knew we were going to feel this at different points. Right now, I've got to the beautiful stage of it ending, and now you're in the hell.
I'm in the Whittaker's phase.
Oh,
no.
no.
The Whittaker's peanut butter phase, specifically.
Are
just
you
to
also
say,
feeling emotional about not looking across the table at me now?
Not yet, but I know it'll come.
Do you need a tissue?
No, I'm okay.
I spoke to Sam Campbell, and he was like,
Oh my God, have you let him know?
recorded the final episode? And I went, we've recorded us saying that the podcast is ending, but we haven't recorded the final episode. And he went, oh, was it awful? Did Catherine cry? And I went, no. And he went, but you cried, didn't you? And I went, yes. And he went,
By the way,
a slow, silent nod. I was like, you piece of shit.
we can now reveal what a bastard Sam was on his episode because he knew the podcast was ending. So he kept being like, TrustyHogs is going to live forever. I don't know what I'd do if this podcast ever
He was
ended.
saying, I don't know what I'd do to myself if this podcast ended. And I was like looking at him like, you stop.
Piece of shit.
Stop it right now. This
That's
is not
so
comfortable for me. This is
funny.
uncomfortable.
Sorry, but that's so
And I
funny.
It
thought
was
someone would
hilarious.
guess. Also, like, what the fuck? Are you happy about it? You listen to it, you piece of shit.
That's so funny.
Oh,
That's really
man.
fair
I found
play.
it very stressful.
Okay.
It was a
Yeah,
long
it
edit.
It was a
Helen said.
long edit for you. He said it, what, like 80 times?
Oh, so much. Yeah, especially in the extras. I was just going to say, with Patreon and the extras and stuff, I would have announced how it's going to work to our patrons, but here on the public feed, I just want to say that's going to stay up. It's not going to disappear. You can still access it. At this current point in time, we've not fully worked out how that's going to look, whether it's going to be like a sort of a single tier payment and you can access it for as long as you subscribe, or whether you can buy the whole collections. But yeah, if you are only just catching up with the podcast and you're like, fuck, I want to do the extras.
If it's
they're still
2048.
there.
It's
Yeah,
still
if
an
you-
option to buy them.
Still an option to access them and buy them in some way.
Unless one of us has gone, actually, I cannot have that out in the world. Because there's a lot of
It's too
stuff
late
in the
now,
extras.
Helen. It's too late.
You never know.
Al, we can't be doing that to people who've just joined and listened to all the
Happens.
episodes and now want the extras.
Happens if I give birth. to the next president of the world, and they are campaigning.
It'd be probably the first
And
president
their
of the
mother's
world, I
podcast
suppose.
is out there. Like, they can't have that. And who's to say that I won't give birth to the future president of the
Well,
world?
you bring up a good point, Helen.
There's no way. That's too much of a jump.
Because you'll remember
From podcasting clown to president of the world.
You'll remember earliest a podcast version of us said that the podcast would only end if I got married or you gave birth.
Yes.
And I think it's time to tell the audience the truth.
I am married and pregnant.
And I am married to a lovely man with 3 children, and Steve's my world.
Catherine lives in Kent. Catherine lives
If
in
Catherine's my real name.
And Steve loves you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah,
worships those bands. He worships those bands.
No idea what we're doing here, he doesn't have. But yeah,
And
no, ultimately.
I have a child on the way
Mm-hmm.
with my husband,
Yeah.
Andrew Tate.
Oh,
What?
It's a
interesting.
choice.
That got so,
That
I
is
know.
a big
Okay, you know
quiz.
what? I can't improv. I'm trying and I'm sick of trying.
And that's okay.
Everything I say is so deeply upsetting.
No, we just decided ultimately
Can I try
no one
again?
can wait that long, so
Can
the
I try
podcast has
again?
to end.
Can I try again? Can I try again?
No, I
please?
think the moment's gone.
Can
But
I-
what it is time for? Final problem of Trusty Hogs ever.
Do you want to say I've really enjoyed listening to your problems and maybe not solving them, but I hope that we've helped someone.
And remember, if we didn't, that's your problem, as the song goes.
Is that a song?
I'm gonna just wait for you to figure it out.
It's our theme tune.
There you go.
That's brilliant, Catherine.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So this is from B.
Hi, B.
Not Z, really.
Mm. I'm hoping you're still doing the problem solving because I have a doozy I need assistance with, and because it is to do with the hogs, you are the ones I need to solve it.
Because it's to do with the hogs.
Yes.
Oh, B, this feels so momentous. Okay, go on.
Whoa.
For context, I'm a 52-year-old. Although by the time you hear this, I'll probably be 53 or 54.
B
Wow,
gets
thank you,
it.
B. Actually, this is from 13 days ago, so we're very on the money.
Okay, B is a 52-year-old.
Non-binary lesbian, married with a baby.
Awesome.
Congrats.
If you were to imagine me, think the kind of people Catherine is attracted to.
Yeah.
Big claim, B.
Yeah.
But
I've
there you go.
never dated anyone older than me. Oh, no, that's not right. There was one. Go on.
Anyway, 2 years ago, I learned how to drive a car because we were planning on having a baby. And as a result of completing my 2 years on an N license accident-free, my wife allowed me to upgrade. Stay with me because it's
Allowed
still
me
relevant.
to upgrade to what?
Previously, I've been commuting on a motorbike.
Amazing.
As a result, I never had in-car media system and knew nothing about podcasts. I have a job where I travel the length and breadth of Ireland to visit teams of people doing very hard work, and I like to listen to things in the car. My first podcast was Limerick Lady, as I'm based in Limerick and friends host it. Plus,
Love it.
it's very good. Little shout out there for Limerick Lady.
Shout out Limerick Lady.
Then, TrustyHogs started to come up on my Insta, and I thought, why not give it a try?
Why bloody not?
I'm currently on episode 63, and for reference, the guinea pig is still alive, the queen is dead, and
The
you've just...
hamster.
the queen is dead, and you've just cried about Christmas.
Oh, no.
Nice.
I'm obsessed with you. I'm probably a mix of Helen in behaviour and Catherine with social justice. I think I may have a crush on you both to the point that my vocabulary has completely changed.
Oh, no.
I now say hundy when I mean exactly, and I say fascinating at random breaks in the conversation.
I love that.
This has developed to the point where my wife is concerned I might be having an affair. The problem is this.
Fascinating.
What do I do when I catch up on episodes? I imagine it will take maybe 6 months at my current rate of consumption, but it could take longer. When I catch up, I'll feel an intense loss and emptiness. I may be tempted to become a patron and get the additional 200 plus episodes, but once I listen to them, I will once again be at a loss. Please help out my future self. Thanks in advance. So a problem from B for all of the hogs in this current moment, really. What do we do now?
I love and hate that so much.
Fuck. There's so many brilliant podcasts, B. So many. Thankfully, Alison Spittle has just started one called Magazine Party. You'll love it.
True.
Thankfully, Helen Bauer has just started one called Helen's Log. You'll love it. You could go back and listen to It's My Party, which I made a season of this year. You could check out TLDR on BBC Sounds. If you want a deep cut, you could always listen to You'll Do. If you want to go like a blast in the past, you can listen to us on many other people's podcasts. We've both done episodes of Off Menu. We've both done many
Do not
podcasts.
listen to my off menu. That was
Mine's
before
not-
I did binge eating recovery.
Yeah,
It's
and I
bad.
regret all of my
I got
choices
diagnosed
too.
on that.
Yeah.
Please
I
do
think
not listen to that.
You could also, we both tour in Ireland. Helen's coming there next year. You need to get her some tickets
But
to
as
that.
far as like in the car goes,
But these are all things you can play in the car.
true.
Or you could drive to our live shows. What is your advice?
Yeah, those podcasts are good recommends.
Thank you.
And I think
And Normal Gossip, which I will never stop recommending.
there we go. And Single Ladies in Your Area with Amy Gledhill and Harriet Camsley.
Yeah.
That one I love.
Gorgeous.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it is just, it's weird that it's ending because I think we've shared so much of our lives with you. And then through that, we've seen a lot of you over the years and like shared in your lives a little bit. And yeah, it's weird. It's ending. And there's people who have been here, listen to it it's like part of their week. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I think it's so lovely that people listen to every week and we're part of like how they structure, or like we're just like fun for them in a week. But I think it also
We're
makes it
so
sadder that
lucky.
it's ending as well then because of that. But I also think it's that yeah, you will find other things and then you'll slowly you'll be like, oh, I remember that time that I would listen to those two girls screaming every Thursday. I was not well then. And it will just be like a little
Almost
thing.
ruined my marriage.
And then some of you, unfortunately, on your deathbeds, you will hear the theme tune in your head.
Oh, God,
And you'll
I
be
hope
like,
so.
what the fuck? Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
There's your answer, B. Think of us while you die.
Think
of
of,
us
you
well.
all must.
And thank you. That's a lovely problem.
That was
Okay,
a nice
well then.
problem.
Shall I, because I've still got the first ever episode up on YouTube, should I
Please.
read out our first ever exec producers list? Almost all of whom are still executive
Yes.
producers. Executive producers Simon Moores and Guy Goodman. Oh my God. Producers Richard Bicknell, SB Dubs, Elle, Richard Bold, Neil Redmond, Victoria Hutchison, Emma Walton, Karen Bull, Harold Van Dyke, Kira Leach, Sadie Cashmore, Anthony Conway. And they had signed up before we'd even put out an episode.
That is
A massive shout out to
insane.
those people who were
Shout
there
out
at
to
the
the gang.
beginning,
The
who
OG.
allowed us to make stuff for people who are just finding it now.
Yeah.
Do we have to say goodbye now?
I think it's
so.
time.
Do you want to go first, Andrew? You
yeah.
don't have to.
No, I can go first. Yeah, it's really weird. It is strange to sort of do this before anyone knows, because I feel like if we could record differently, that we'd have loads of emails and thank yous to go through and we'd get very emotional and it'd be sort of a big hurrah. But I like that it's this nice, intimate sort of,
It's very secretive, it feels, huh?
yeah, it's just nice to sort of quietly sink away. Not sink away, that sounds bad. You know what I mean? Slink away.
All of your analogies are so dark.
You know, so there's like a 10 car pile up. just
We're
crash
in,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
We sink into quicksand
Yeah.
and no one knows till it's too late and we're already gone.
Yeah, Trusty Hogs has been mega. It's been the reason I could keep doing comedy full time coming out of lockdown. The reason I have a house now in Portsmouth. Yeah, it's been you've been there through everything. Obviously not just Trusty Hogs, Gigless as well before that. It's impossible to imagine my career without Trusty Hogs, not just professionally but also emotionally, and you know, this sort of weekly check-in and this friendship that we've all built over the last 3-4 years. It's been really nice. And yeah, I'm struggling for words because I feel like if I go in certain directions, I will just get emotional. So I'm just going for very neutral. The podcast is good. Your support is appreciated. Yeah, it's been
all your hard work is incredibly appreciated by not just like me and Catherine and Em and Sophia and like everyone who's like Alex who's worked on over the years, but like just you put in a lot, and I think the Hogs all appreciate and know how much you do.
Thank you. It is weird. Like I do my weekly to-do list things, and obviously there's like Tuesday upload Trusty Hogs for the patrons. Wednesday promote the early access. Thursday promote the main episode. Friday promote the extras. It's like 4 or 5, and then the clips. It's almost every day of my life for the
something.
last 3-4 years. It's going to be so weird to not have that anymore. it's going to feel very empty.
You've done amazing.
It's been it's been life-changing. It's been beautiful. I'm so glad we have this archive of our lives. I will no doubt, when the dust is settled, go back and listen to them all. It's been really, really beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting my career away from the podcast as well. That your support in crowds means a lot at the Fringe and Tour and everything.
You're really good, Hogs. We don't tell you that enough, but you guys are really good, Hogs.
Yeah, bloody
We
brilliant.
are.
And I love you very much.
Yeah.
That was
We
lovely,
are not
Andrew.
breaking up because of you, and it is not your fault.
That was lovely, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes. The main thing I have to say is that downloading and uploading 200 episodes of massive video and audio files has absolutely run my laptop into the ground. It's completely destroyed. But it's been such a pleasure, and 4 years is a long time to be doing something. Like Andrew said, almost every day. There's something to be done almost every day. So it will be very strange not to be doing it anymore.
Well, thank you for everything you do.
Yeah, it's so strange. It's really strange. I don't want to say very much because I'll absolutely hate editing my own voice on the podcast. But it's been so nice. I love you
Well, I'll
guys.
say that you always come in with the loveliest attitude, and you're always up for whatever tangent we go on. No matter how many edit points there are, you're always like, yeah, no worries. Well, I've already written that down. Obviously, we're not keeping that in.
It is.
Which is my favourite comment when we go like, oh, by the way, I think in the episode I said something like, and it's like, yeah, obviously that's not going in.
It's already gone.
Yeah, I think I'll use my own judgment with that topic, I reckon. And we're like, yeah, please do use your own judgment.
beg
have
you
no
to.
judgment in this.
Imagine what goes in the episodes and then think what Em must have had to edit out. Just think about that for a second.
You
about
ever
what we've
see
had to-
Em out with a laptop, do not take that laptop. There are things on it.
No. Okay, well,
Well, thank you, very much.
Yeah, thank you guys for
And
having
to
me.
Zofia, who has been with us for this last, is it year?
we finally got a lesbian in the chair. Thankful.
No, this feels very full circle because when you guys first joined us here at Audio Always, it was like one of my first days, and TrustyHogs is the first podcast that I was allowed to engineer on my own. So yeah, it feels crazy that it's now finishing a year later.
Oh my God. You killed it.
We love Zofia.
I'm kidding.
We love. Well, Zofia's going to be on Helen's log, which is very
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yes.
How fun. Oh my God, amazing. Okay, so it lives on. The duo live on. This is very
And
exciting.
do we now say goodbye together?
I'm happy to go first.
No.
Oh, you want to
Yeah,
go?
no, you go. You
Okay. I mainly want to say, yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for more than listening. Thank you so much for caring. It's so still surprising to me that you do, and so affirming and lovely. And it's been so nice to meet you all. I hope that you'll keep introducing yourselves. Even the men. I don't mind it. It's nice. Not my favorite, but ultimately fine. And thank you for listening.
You still don't believe there are men.
I can't fathom it. Some of them aren't even listening because their wives made them. Anyway, thank you for listening. I have to echo Andrew's sentiments, which is that, like, without a doubt, having you extend your support into our live careers has been the best thing about this podcast for me. You are the best audience members and the most generous and present and supportive gang that a person could hope would show up at their shows. So I really hope that you'll continue to, because I feel like you've emboldened us all actually as comics, because it's like having teammates in the room. Like, even if you're gonna try something new and fail, or say something exposing and regret it, or whatever it might be, it has felt like like having a sort of safety pad while you do something scary. And I hope that you'll stick around for that, because it's so important to us. And regardless, I just want to say thank you for it. I know it's the reason I was able to build my last show, and I hope it'll be the reason I'm able to build future shows.
Well, that's beautiful, Catherine.
And I really think that often, I know you do all appreciate them, but I do often think that it is very easy to have to not see how much effort goes into making a podcast. And I think that even Helen and I often don't see how much goes into making a podcast, because
We're ignorant sluts.
Well, because yeah, and Andrew.
Why are we such ignorant sluts, Catherine?
And Andrew and Emma are right. There is something to do every day, and we don't do that shit.
Sometimes we just text and go, "Have you done this?" That's awful.
And they're
when we
like,
do
"Yes,
that
you
to you.
dumb
I'm
fox."
so sorry. And sometimes you haven't. We haven't even checked that you have done it.
Yeah, and there's so much that goes into making this, and it is so easy to be us who come in and tell you about our stupid lives, but it's much harder
They're
to be
not
the people.
stupid. You've got a beautiful life and you've made it beautiful.
But it's much harder to be the people who made it happen. I still don't know how to do that or how it gets to the internet, and I don't wish to know.
Press upload.
But
They
I
press
am
upload.
very grateful to Andrew and Em for all of the work that they do, and they are the reason that it has worked, and it literally wouldn't have worked without them. So I'm very grateful to them, and I'm really excited, Helen Bauer, to be friends, as we have always
Not
been.
be business partner.
And not be business partners. And I'm excited to genuinely hear your secrets without some part of my brain going, do you want to say that out loud? I don't know if you want that detail. What will Anne think?
Or us actually giving each other secrets and then being like, oh my God, can we
Delete that?
How do we not say that on the podcast even though we've just spoken about it, we've just cried and now we can't oh my God.
It'll be huge.
It's complicated.
It'll be huge. And I'm very proud of us. I think we
I'm
have
really
been
proud of us
incredibly
too.
lucky to have the support team that we've had. We've been incredibly lucky to have the listeners that we've had. But also, I think that this has been a real reminder to me that just because the industry or the world doesn't hand you things on a plate doesn't mean you can't build things that people really love. And we did that.
Yeah. We did a really good job, huh?
Yeah.
Proud
So
of all of us.
thanks for supporting us, and see you on the road, I
Mhm.
hope.
You are really good, Audie. You're such good pigs. Yeah. I've loved it. I don't know what else to say. I've really loved it. And it's been so lush.
It has been.
I've
It has
loved
been
working with
lush
all of
and
you so
mega.
much. And it's going to be really sad not seeing you in this context, but I know it's a good thing. And yeah, that'll do, pig.
A perfect end. Final word goes to Helen Bauer. That'll do, pigs. That'll do.
And yeah. And now I'm doing a podcast by myself.
Because you're like 8 now.
That's awful. Are you going to come to my first day at school?
No.
Can you take me to the gate?
No.
There's literally a gate downstairs.
No, but you got this. You got it.
I'll miss you so much.
I'll miss you too.
Yeah, it's been really special. And yeah, whatever. Whatever. I love you.
I love you too. We did it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Hogs.
Bye.
Through the fog came forth the trusty hogs. Well, ye gave them your problems and then they solved them. Maybe they didn't, and that's your problem. They had guests and Andrew White on the tank. Yeah, it was Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust those trusty hogs, or maybe not.
You just heard the ending of Hogs, which I'm literally about to record, which is so weird. And this is my new podcast, which is coming next week on the 28th of August 3 days before the 31st of August, linked to 1997 Princess Diana. We don't have time for this right now. The podcast is called Helen's Log, and everyone I've said that to has been like, oh, because you poo. And it's like, it's nothing to do with that. It's literally nothing to do with that. It's a diary. It's the diary of me, because that was my favorite thing about Hogs, is that we have this perfect living diary. And now I'm doing my own podcast, which is weird and exciting, and I'm going to have on all my friends and maybe members of my family, which is gross. And then I'm going to tell you what's happening in the world politically, or mainly what I had for breakfast and lunch. You can subscribe to it now, Helen's Log. There's a link. I'm posting it on Instagram right now. Thank you. Good night and God bless. Oh, and if you head over to Helen's Log right now, you can hear the theme tune. And yeah, it's by Huge Davies, of course.